Wake up with a jolt, no alarm, no ringing. No schedule, no meetings, nowhere you have to be. You sit up, stretch, and you're not in a hurry at all. A single question pops into your head. What should I do today, huh? That question, for most of human history, wasn't some hypothetical or philosophical thing. It was real, every single morning for 300,000 years. And the answer looks nothing like the life you're living right now. Modern people spend 90,000 hours working. 90,000 hours? Can you even imagine that? 1/3 of your waking life just to earn a paycheck. But for most of history, jobs didn't exist at all. No hiring, no monthly salary, no boss, no promotions. So what did ancient people actually do all day? Let me tell you, this story is really interesting. In 1968, an archaeologist named Mary Leakey. She found an ancient skull in Oldaway, Tanzania. Then she studied the Genu-Kuruba people deep in the South Indian forest. They hunted with bows and arrows, gathered wild tubers, lived very simply. She followed them for 3 whole months, meticulously recording every single daily activity. And the results stunned her. Adults spent only 15 hours per week getting food. Just 15 hours? You hear that clearly? The rest of the time, they did whatever they wanted. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, that's just one group of people. But other anthropologists found the exact same thing. The Batak people in Malaysia, deep jungle, hot, humid, harsh. The result? 18 hours per week. Exactly the same. The Aceh people in Paraguay, vast grasslands. Also just 17 hours. The San people in the Kalahari Desert, driest place on earth. 19 hours, I'm not kidding. The same number on every continent. About 15 to 20 hours per week for survival. To give you some perspective, how many hours did you work this week? 40? 50? Or 60 hours? You work twice, sometimes 3 times as much as your ancestors. And don't think that's just modern people living like ancient folks. The evidence comes from bones, real bones, no joke. Archaeologists compared hunter-gatherer bones to those of early farmers. The difference is like night and day, my friend. Farmers were much shorter, bones full of signs of malnutrition. Their teeth were rotten, cavities everywhere from eating too much grain. Their spinal joints degenerated from heavy, repetitive labor. And they died much younger than hunter-gatherers. What about hunter-gatherers? Taller, stronger, healthier bones. Teeth almost no cavities, joints not worn down. Their skeletons tell a very clear story. They did less repetitive heavy labor, not more. Less, you hear that clearly? Less. But the most interesting evidence is inside caves. In 1994, they found Ko Tien Cave in the northern mountains. Inside were paintings 30,000 years old. Horses, tigers, rhinos, beautifully drawn, with composition and shading. Not stick figures, real art. Someone spent hours, maybe days, inside a dark cave, painting by flickering firelight on cold stone walls. Not to find food, not to survive, but to make things beautiful, to create meaning, to do something. Then, in the Nirmada River Valley, India, archaeologists found shell beads with holes drilled through them. The nearest coast was 60 kilometers away. Someone walked 120 kilometers just to collect shells. Then spent hours grinding and drilling holes with stone tools. Finally strung them into a necklace to look good. Just an ordinary person, not a professional artist or anything. 8 years ago, they found a flute made from a vulture bone. 39,000 years old, 5 holes, perfect spacing. The person who made it understood music, understood pitch. And they spent significant time crafting it. Not for hunting, not for self-defense. Just to blow, for fun, to enjoy. These findings aren't rare, you know. Hundreds of archaeological sites across Europe, Asia, Africa. From 100,000 years ago onward, filled with decorative objects. Tools crafted far more intricately than necessary for survival. Items that required hours of focused work with no immediate practical benefit. That's what ancient people did when they weren't getting food. They created, they decorated, they made everything more beautiful. Now let's recreate a normal day, shall we? Her name is Maya, living 32,000 years ago. Maya wakes at dawn, last night's fire still smoldering. Someone adds wood, she sits up, breathing in the cold air. She eats leftover meat from yesterday, a few sweet wild fruits. Breakfast is a group thing, sitting around the fire. Everyone talks, laughs, tells stories from last night. Not because they have to plan things out, but because that's what humans do, they like talking to each other. Maya doesn't go hunting every day, no way. If 2 days ago they killed a big deer, there's still plenty of meat. Today she doesn't even need to leave camp. In the morning, she sits and sharpens her spear point with stone. Her hands move quickly, stone against bone, creating an edge sharp as a razor. Her 5-year-old daughter sits beside her, imitating her mother. An old woman is weaving a basket from flexible tree bark fibers. A young man scraping animal fur to make a coat for winter. This isn't work in the modern sense, okay? No clock, no manager, no KPIs or anything. They do it because skill matters, because being good earns respect. Because making beautiful things is part of being human. In the afternoon, if they go hunting, it's nothing like action movies. Humans are the most enduring hunters on the planet, you know that? They run steadily for 4-5 hours straight. The prey runs faster but can't cool down. Humans can sweat, lowering body temperature while running. Most animals can't do that, they just can't. So they tire out first, collapse, and that's it. Then everyone carries the prey back, so happy. Everyone gets to eat, old, young, big, small, no one left behind. And when evening comes, around 3 or 4, the productive part of the day is basically done, over. What happens next is what you'll find hardest to understand. Nothing at all, but also everything. Maya lies stretched under a tree, watching clouds drift lazily. She and a few other women sit together, chatting idly. They groom each other's hair, pick out lice, laughing their guts out. The children run around, wrestle, fall down, then get back up. A young man stringing white animal teeth into a necklace. An old man carving a tiger shape onto a bone. No pressure at all, time passes slowly, peacefully. Anthropologist James Woodburn called this social time. About 6 hours per day, not working, not sleeping. Just being together, laughing, telling jokes back and forth. You want to know why? Let me tell you. In a world without money, without police, without contracts, your survival depends entirely on your relationships. If people don't like you, when you're hungry, who gives you food? No one, you'll starve. So you invest a huge amount of time in those connections. Not because it's productive, but because it's survival. Because that's how humans stay human. Then the sun sets, and the fire gets stoked again. And something remarkable happens right at this moment. An anthropologist named Polly Wiesner recorded hundreds of hours of conversation. During the day, people talked about very practical, very concrete things. Who saw deer tracks up by the stream? Show me. These tubers are ripe now, ready to dig up. That guy didn't share the meat fairly, so annoying. But when night fell around the fire, 81% of conversations shifted to storytelling. Myths, how the world began, who created humans. Stories of ancestors doing impossible things, surviving tsunamis. Jokes that went on all night, making everyone double over laughing. Adventures from lands far, far away. Wiesner said human culture was truly born right here. Gods, spirits, the past, the future. Things you can only think about when your belly is full and you're safe. And ancient people didn't sleep through the night like you do. Before electric lights, humans slept in 2 phases. First phase about 4 hours, then waking up in the middle of the night. About 1 or 2 hours in complete darkness, silence. They lay there thinking, chatting softly, daydreaming. Then the second phase, another 4 hours, sleeping again. You call waking up at 2 in the morning insomnia a sickness. They called it time to reflect, to think. So what did a full day look like for Maya? 4 to 6 hours getting food or making tools. 6 hours for social interaction, storytelling, playing. 8 hours of sleep, split into 2 phases, very natural. And the rest is resting, sitting still, watching clouds. Existing without needing to justify yourself through productivity. Then 12,000 years ago, agriculture appeared. And it was a trap, a massive trap. Once you start farming, you can feed more people. More people means you need more food. More food means plowing more fields, more labor. Population exploded, and there was no going back. You're trapped now, no way out. Early farmers worked harder, ate worse, died younger. But population kept growing, non-stop. And jobs were born, the concept of your time belonging to someone else. Today, you spend 90,000 hours working. Your ancestors spent less than half, even a third of that. They lived the life you're working your whole existence to retire into. My question for you, tomorrow morning, no alarm, what will you do? If this video made you think, hit like and share it. Subscribe to the channel. 5 minutes every week to change how you live.